on a whole new diabetes management now from when I was back then. I'm on an insulin pump, I've got new meters, it's just all very, I suppose, modern now, so it's really interesting. So if you guys would like, I could do another video, just let me know, comment down below. About my type 1 diabetic diagnosis. It was back when I was 8 or 9 years old. Mum noticed that I was sleeping a lot. I'd be constantly drinking anything I could get my hands on, really, so like water, soft drink, cordial, anything. And I was going to the bathroom obviously a lot because I was drinking so much. There's a few occasions where we would be out. I remember we were at the Yamundi markets, me and my mum and my sister, and I would ask for a drink. So mum got me a lemonade and I drank that really quickly. Then a couple of minutes later I was asking for another one, and we kept stopping for toilet breaks, and she just thought, okay, this isn't right, we're going to the doctors. So I think that was actually on a Wednesday. So mum ended up taking me to the doctors on the Friday, that's when I could get in, and the doctor sort of did a few tests, and I got blood tests done, and he told me to go home and not eat anything with sugar or salt in it for the next 2 days, and then come back on the Monday. So we did that, and I was really bummed because Friday night we had a barbecue and family around, so it was a big sort of get together type thing, and all I could really have was a dry piece of steak. And I did have a few veggies, but back then I wasn't really much into the veggies. And I'm not really much of a meat person nowadays, but yeah, I'd have tomato sauce on everything, so I couldn't even have tomato sauce. I just remember not being very happy, but yeah, it is what it is. So we went back to the doctors, and the doctor got the results back of my blood tests, and he told my parents to take me up to the hospital pretty much straight away. I can't remember if they actually told us what was going on, in terms of me having type 1 diabetes, but yeah, they told mum that we've got to go up to the hospital and that we'll probably be up at the hospital for a few days. So mum being mum, she likes to, be organised and things like that. So we went home, and mum packed up a bag for me. My sister was there, so she wanted to come along up to the hospital. So mum, dad and my sister and myself, we all went up to the hospital. And I don't know, I just wasn't feeling very well when we actually got up to the hospital, and I didn't feel like laying down or sitting on the bed. So I decided to sit on just one of the chairs in the rooms. So my sister decided to sit on the bed. I do remember that because my sister was sitting on the bed, the doctor just assumed that it was her that came in with symptoms and things like that. But then, he started talking, and they were like, oh no, it was actually me. So it was kind of funny, but I guess in a serious note it's not, but it was funny at the time. So yeah, I got some more bloods done when I was there waiting. I ended up being in hospital for a week, I think it was. The doctors came to speak to us and stuff, and that's when they told me that I had type 1 diabetes, and that I'd need to be taking insulin, so it's like needles and finger pricks to check my blood sugar constantly, to not so much carb count back then, but to sort of look at how many carbs I'm having, as to how much insulin I'll need to be taking, to try and get that sort of level, so that my sugars aren't going way up or way down. sort of thing. So I was taking 2 injections twice a day, I think, if I recall. And I was on 2 different insulins back then too. So I was on a short-acting and a long-acting insulin. So when I was in hospital, they were showing me how to take needles, check my finger prick, what everything all sort of means. Mum was really good. She pretty much took it all in because I was at that age. I just didn't really care too much for it as such as learning about it. But I was definitely one for taking my own injections. I would rather take my own injection than get somebody to give it to me. I'm still like that to this day. If I could take my own blood to do blood tests and stuff, I would. But yeah, I can't. I'm not qualified, so I can't. But yeah, if I could have my way, I'd take my own injections. So I was pretty happy and proud about that I have always done my own injections. I do remember at the hospital they did ask Mum and me if I wanted my mother to take an injection, just a little bit of water, just to see how it felt, and I honestly didn't want her to, because it's not nice, you know, taking needles and stuff, but Mum did it anyway. Like, she just, yeah, the doctors wanted her to, so she did it anyway and she was fine with it. But yeah, it's just, why take a needle when you don't have to? So yeah, I was in the hospital for the week, and then I came home and Mum kept me home from school for a week. And at that stage I'd just started a new school. I'd only been there for I think 2 weeks. So it was kind of nerve-wracking, but it was really good actually. When I was in hospital for it, there was a lady across from me who had broken her leg, and her sister ended up being in my class. So all my classmates sent in letters and cards and things for me to get well, so that was really nice. Something that I'll always remember. So it was really nice to have, like, you know, cards and things, especially from a new school, and I didn't really know too many people very well, so it was nice. So yeah, and then I went back to school, and everything went back to sort of normal, apart from me having to test my sugars and take insulin. But because I was only on 2 injections a day, or 2 times a day, it'd be first thing in the morning and then before I go to bed or dinner time. So I didn't really have to worry too much at school at taking injections. So that was good. But I did have to test my blood sugar at school, and everyone was so fascinated. And I've never been one to shy away from if anybody is interested in looking or just wondering what it is and what I'm doing. So that was also good. And I do remember one of the girls in my class, she was that fascinated and she really wanted to know what it felt like, so she ended up putting a staple through her finger, which I don't know why a staple out of all things, but yeah, it was sweet. It was sweet, but it was so funny at the time. So yeah. Alright, so yeah, that's my diagnosis. So it's been 18 years now, I think, me living with type 1 diabetes. I'm on a whole new diabetes management now from when I was back then. I'm on an insulin pump, I've got new meters. It's just all very, I suppose, modern now. So it's really interesting. So if you guys would like, I could do another video. Just let me know, comment down below, and I can do that for you. Alright guys, I think that's it, and we shall talk to you later. Bye!